Okay, so this is lab 10. It's found in week 6. And this is going to be going over Lewis dot structures and shapes. You see here's all the Lewis dot structures I want you to do. So, and here's where you can post your answers here. Now some of these are it's hard to draw these. I mean, if you have a program, great. But if you don't, that's okay too. What you could do is you could draw these and just take a picture with your phone, and then you can submit your picture right here. So as long as I can see it, that's fine. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or anything. But that might be the easiest way. You can scan it if you have a scanner. But again, I just need an image of it, if anything. So you're not only going to do the Lewis dot structure, you're also going to show me the shape of them. So why is this important? Well, this goes along with labs 8 and 9. So 8 and 9 we looked at, where the electrons are located, and this is important for bonding. We need to know if and how they will bond. And Lewis dot structures will show the actual bonding. Okay, so now that we know where the electrons are located, now let's show how they're going to bond together. How is this phosphorus going to bond with the fluorine? How is the carbon going to bond with the sulfur? Okay, and then with that, we can also look at the shape. Okay, now the shapes, electrons themselves, like not just the bonds, but the lone pairs repel each other because they're negatively charged, so they're not attracted to each other. So the shapes we get are basically the maximum amount of distance these electrons can get from each other, okay? So you'll be looking at different angles and shapes and everything. And again, it's just how far apart can these electrons get from each other. So let's say we have two bonds, okay? Those bonds are made up of electrons. How far apart can you get two bonds? They'll be 180 degrees. They're on opposite sides of each other. Why are they 180 degrees and not 120 or 90 degrees? That's because the furthest they can get apart from each other is 180. Okay? But if we have 4, let's say, okay? Now 4, you would think, okay, well maybe they'll do, something square, it'll be 90 degrees, okay? Well, if you do something, a tetrahedral shape instead, you can actually get it 109.5 degrees apart, so that's even further. So that's why they don't do this like right angle square shape, which is only 90 degrees, whereas we could do kind of a tripod, which is tetrahedral, because now they're actually 109.5 degrees apart, so they're further apart from each other, all these bonds and lone pairs. Anyway, so that's the motivation behind shapes, is how far apart can we get the bonds because they don't want to be together. Anyway, so we're going to be looking at Lewis dot structures and shapes. And good luck with that.